Hey, welcome back. It's been a while. I have not filmed in a minute on this channel, and that kind of happens this time of year, generally because like semi-annual sale will happen and we have to wait for that to be over. And this year I didn't even buy anything at SAS. I was pretty proud of myself actually for that because I had spent too much money during the holidays, we'll put it that way. And so I already had everything that I needed. I didn't need to buy anything else on clearance. But then the release that came out that I was most interested in right after semi-annual sale, the Sweet Shop 2.0, I had reviewed when it was testing. So I had already done that. So there's just been kind of this gap where there was nothing new from Bath & Body Works for me to talk about. So that's why I haven't been around, but I have a small haul for you today. It's really minor. There's not a lot of stuff in it, but it's basically everything that I've picked up at Bath & Body Works in 2019 so far. Normally, this would not, sorry, my neighbors are opening their garage door if you can hear that. And then they stopped. Oh, it's gonna be a thing now. Anyway, normally I would not even film like this haul because it is kind of insignificant and small, but since I just haven't had a video in so long, I figured, well, let's talk about this stuff. Why not, right? So I have an online order that I put in. And I also have 2 items that I got with rewards from the app. And I just still don't think the app is nationwide. I think it's still in beta, but certain areas have this app where you spend so much money and you get a reward. And I think it's like a different amount of money everywhere. For me, every $100, I get a free item up to $16.50, but then they expire. So I had 2 expiring, so I had to go in and get something. So I went in, and the first thing that I got with my first reward, because I was just like walking around the store like, what do I get? I mean, it's a free thing. I got to get something. And I didn't know. And so I just grabbed a plain pedestal. It's a short one, which is kind of good because so many that I have are so tall, and I like to have ones of varying lengths. But essentially why I got this is to actually use it because all of the other pedestals that I have from Bath & Body Works, I have on display all over my home, but I don't actually burn candles on them. And so this has kind of become like my utility pedestal, so to speak. Like I'm actually burning candles on it, whereas I used to just have them sitting on my counter out there. So now I have this on my counter, and it gives a nice little designated area for the candle of the day that I'm burning. And I realized I actually like burning on a pedestal. I don't know what difference it makes versus just burning it on the counter. But I don't know. I like it for some reason. So that ended up being kind of like a good trade-in. It was normally $14.50, just basic silver pedestal, but it's nice to have one of those. And then I had another reward that I had to use because I spent so much over the holidays. I racked up these rewards. I didn't know what to get with this either. Walked around a couple times. This was actually just, was it yesterday? We've had all these snow days, so all my days get mixed up. Yesterday or the day before, I went to the store to use my next reward, and I ended up grabbing a single wick Tiki Beach candle because the rewards are, you cannot use them on the 3 wicks because it has to be a $16.50 or lower list price, but you can use them on the single wicks. Single wicks are nice sometimes if I want to burn something that, like here in this office when I'm working on the desk next to me, and a 3 wick can be a little too powerful depending on the scent sometimes to put in here, so that's what this is for, just kind of burn in this room. I have been feeling Tiki Beach lately. Actually, I do want to talk about the scent a little bit because I've never I've never reviewed Tiki Beach, I don't think, because by the time I started this channel, it was already like a classic scent that they put out all the time. You wouldn't think that it was my type of scent because it's a little bit floral, it's a little bit perfumey, but for some reason I really like it, but I only like it this time of year. This is my go-to in January and February, but in August, I want nothing to do with it. And I really don't know why, but I can tell you that this just feels like a perfect transition away from winter. So like, as soon as the holidays are over, I do not want to burn any more holiday candles. I am done at that point. So in January and February, I'll burn a lot of like bakery scents and things that you can do year round, but I also will start to want those tropical scents because even though it's the polar vortex and it's negative 24 degrees outside, I still want to like pretend that I'm at a beach, even though it's going to be winter here still for like 4 more months. It doesn't really get warm until like June some years. But I'm all about those pineapples and those coconuts in January. I totally get why they come out with the tropical stuff so early because I'm all about it. But Tiki Beach is a really nice scent that is not like abrasively tropical. Like it's, January 2nd and you're burning like a pina colada candle. That might seem a little weird, right? I don't know. Like I'm okay with it, but I know some people don't like to do that. Tiki Beach, it's so kind of smooth, and it just starts to it smells expensive to me, and it starts to kind of smell a little bit like I imagine like a spa or like a beach resort. Like it's not in your face like summer, but it brightens you up. It's like cold, dull, nasty winter outside, and this is just inviting and warm. And anyway, the notes on Tiki Beach have vanilla musk, which I'm not usually all about the musk, orchid flower. I'm not a floral person, and then coconut. And you do get coconut, but to me, it's also a bit fruity. Like there's just kind of a general fruitiness about it. And it's a little floral, but more than being floral, it smells perfumey to me, which again, not my thing normally, but it smells like a very youthful perfume. It's very bright, and it just, I don't know, guys. I really like Tiki Beach, but only this time of year. Because I'm weird. I don't know. I'm not telling you guys you should only burn it this time of year or anything. That's just what I do. So I have right now the ribbed glass version from last year or a couple of years ago that I'm burning in a 3-wick. Like I said, this will be nice for the office. I did go in and smell this year's 3-wick when I was in the store a couple days ago with the water print on it. And somehow it smelled a little fruitier to me than the one that I have at home, and even than the single wick. It just seemed fruitier. I don't know. I don't think it'll be any different burning necessarily, but on cold sniff, if you go into the store, smell the 3-wick and the single wick next to each other, and tell me if they smell any different to you. It could have just been my store, because I also smelled the lemon mint leaf on one side of the store, and it smelled totally way less lemon than another one on the other side of the store. And I don't necessarily think this is like batch variation. They might smell exactly the same burning, but it could just be like how they were, like how they heated up and cooled down in shipment, or who knows what it could be. But I'm hoping, so I heard from like Mrs. Hess, I think it was, we were talking about it on Instagram, and she was saying that she thought Tiki Beach had been getting weaker in more current years, and I hope that's not true. I hope that's just a fluke, because that would be a total shame. But if you have never, I've spent too much time on Tiki Beach now for this not being a review of it, but if you've never tried Tiki Beach, I highly, highly recommend it. I just recommended it to Doug over at Hall & Wax, and I think he's going to review it, so check that out too. I'm excited to see what he thinks. I gotta smell it one more time. Yes, I'm gonna light that up as soon as I'm done here. So those were my 2 rewards, and then I put in a little online order. Should we talk about the candle prices? I mean, here's the thing. I have been supportive of Bath & Body Works raising their prices on 3-wick candles over the years. I have not balked at it at all. When I first started buying these, they were like list price was $20, and you could get them 2 for $20 all the time, and you could get 3 for $30, and they had 10 off 30 coupons that they gave away like water, because they were on the bottom of every receipt. And so you could really get 3 for $20, and those were the good old days. When they stopped all those coupons, I didn't complain. When they upped it to 2 for $22, people balked, people complained. I didn't. I understand. It's inflation. It happens. That's how the economy works. Prices go up. And then when they raised it to 2 for $24, people got really mad, and I didn't. I was like, I get it. It's fine. Then they started doing 1 for $12.95 more often, and the 2 for $24 kind of went away. We saw it less and less. $12.95 has kind of been the sale price point this whole past year, a little more than that. Haven't complained. But ever since semi-annual sale ended, the only sale we've seen it 3 times in a row now, is $10 off 3-wicks, and they're traditionally $24.50 list price now. So that's $14.50, and I have a problem with that. That just is too much. They finally hit, my limit of where I wasn't upset to where, no, I'm upset about this now. And Even now, this is what's even more silly is I think Bath & Body Works Daily Finds was saying the other day she saw some marketing for $13.50 each, which is better than just $10 off, but that's still a little bit more than the $12.95, which you expect, but that still for some reason just rubs me the wrong way. Like $12.95 feels like the most I want to pay for one of these, and I kind of just, I hit my limit of being okay with the price increases. $13.50 just seems like too much. $14.50 certainly not a good deal, but I don't know. It seems like that's the sale we're going to get now. They usually do a better sale when they're trying to clearance out the candles. And so it looks like there's going to be a new batch, a new wave coming through around March 3rd. So I bet the weekend before that, we're going to see a better sale because they're trying to get rid of all the old scents. That's usually what they do, but I'm not happy with 10 off. So I did buy some candles because I was afraid that they were going to sell out because my local store, I know, when I was just there, I saw that they are out of banana bunt, and I don't think they had angel food cupcake anymore. They only had a couple key limes. They had tons of cinnamon sugar donut and pink petal tea cakes, and watermelon lemonades and all that. But this collection is starting to dwindle, and I just wanted to make sure I had, the ones that I wanted. But I would have bought so many more if it would have been like a $12.95. I had been waiting for that because I was considering a pineapple crumb cake, and I didn't because I didn't want to pay $14.50. And I was also going to get one of the new Tiki Beaches, and I didn't because of the price. And there was something else I was going to pick up too that I didn't because of the price. So I just ended up getting a few. Maybe if they go on a better sale, I'll get a few more, but I don't know. I'm not very happy about this. But I did pick up 2 banana buns. Again, this was an online order because my store that I went to at least is out. I'm sure I could still find them somewhere if I wanted to go to a million stores, but I just picked up 2 more. I still have about half left of the one that I reviewed from Test, and so that's all I need of the scent. I think I still stand by the fact that I think this is the best one in this collection. But I like banana split milkshake better. So I have like a lot of banana split milkshakes and in backup. And so I don't need like a million of these. But this is still really like good, and I still recommend it highly. I was just burning this today actually, and I was enjoying it. So I just got a couple more of those, don't need a million of them. And then I also just got one more key lime pie. I do really like this scent, and I've got my half of one that I've been burning. But the reason I only got one more is because I just have so many other key lime candles. If you watch my review of this, I've got the Yankee key lime, the Homeworks key lime, the Sonoma key lime, which smells remarkably similar to this. So I just didn't feel like I needed another, like million of these. I don't know. But I was burning it the other day again, and it is really good. And I'm like, maybe I should get another one. I don't know, but I still have so many of the old key lime and the tequila lime cupcake, which is different. But I don't know. I just got one back up for now. Again, it's like a thing where if the price was lower, I probably would have got 2, but I just got one. So that was that. Now, here's something that's new for me. I think I was just craving some newness, and I wanted to be excited about something. So I decided to try something new. It's not new for Bath & Body Works at all by any means, but it's new to me. Lemon mint leaf. When I first smelled this candle back in I think the first time I really remember smelling it was maybe like fresh picked 2013. I remember smelling it and being like, ugh. It smells like lemonade and toothpaste, like the worst combination on earth. Why? However, in more recent years, every time I smell it, I'm kind of intrigued. I still think it smells like lemon and toothpaste, but it's sort of just funky enough that it's just intriguing to me. I don't know. Once I start smelling it, it sort of becomes addicting, and I just want to keep smelling it. So I decided to try it out. I don't want to say too much because I want to know if you guys want me to do a post-burn review on this. I have burned it twice now, but I would burn it a little bit more and tell you my thoughts. If you're interested, maybe you're not, since the scent's been around forever. Maybe a lot of you have tried it. But if you want to hear my thoughts on it when I've burned it down a little more, let me know if I should post that video. I usually don't review old scents, but why not, right? Because there's not a lot of other stuff going on this channel right now. I'm just not even gonna say anything yet. If I'm gonna do a post review, I'll save my thoughts for that, because sometimes my thoughts change between like a first and second burn and like a fourth and fifth burn. But I don't know. It was just something to try. I do like the mint green glass on this, so gotta love it, mint leaf. That was the most exciting thing that happened to me last week, was that coming in the mail. The last thing that I got, so, you know, they're doing so many of these candle magnets now. They must be selling well for them. And they're pretty cheap. You don't expect much. This was $4.95. I just got it because I really like anything iridescent, you know, so it just seemed really pretty. It's a bit scratched up. You know, when you go into the store, you can try to pick the one that's the least dinged or scratched. I don't even think I saw any of these in my store the other day, and I knew they would be hard to find in the store, so I ordered it online. And, like, it's fine. You know, for $5, it's fine. But, like, yeah, he's a little scratched up right there. But still super cute. I don't use candle magnets on candles, though, because, like, if I have a candle on display in my house, it doesn't have the lid. Like, if I have a candle on a pedestal, I just think it looks better without the lid on. It looks kind of weird to have a lidded candle on a pedestal. I don't know, to me, for some reason. The only ones that I keep the lid on are when they're, like, on my shelf being stored, and then they're not going to have a magnet on them. So I really have, like, no use for the magnet on the candle. But this guy, unlike some of them, is so light that he just goes right on my fridge. So I basically bought a turtle refrigerator magnet. That's where he's going to live now, on the fridge. And I have some other candle magnets, like I have one on my stove and all of that. That's basically what I'm doing with them. But it is cute, and it is really pretty in person. It's really pretty too. So that's it. Like I said, pretty small haul, not a lot of stuff. But I think I'll probably review the lemon mint leaf, right? Like, why not? There's nothing else going on. But what I am excited about is there's going to be a new wave of candles coming out, and according to Bath & Body Works Daily Find, she posted a picture of like a coupon that had pictures of this new line on it, and the coupon is good starting March 3rd. So that gives us reason to believe that we will see these new things, including a new body care line that's tropical again, and the matching candles should be out March 3rd. And these candles are already like testing. I've seen them on Instagram, and the ones that I'm most excited about are Flamingo Beach and Banana Cabana. Yes, those are the two that I want to try. So as soon as those are out, I want to get my hands on those. But in the meantime, let's hope for a better candle sale. And I guess that's it. So you can always follow me on Instagram at Candles and Music. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys again soon. Bye.